It's week 4 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Chiefs and the Jets on Sunday night.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've got to be pleased with the start. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up. When you talk about this Jets defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Hardman on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a 3rd-round pick in 2018. He's made a handful of... They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play, and if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Rudolph. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they...
Pacheco gets it up the gut. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 18 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
It's been a strong season for him thus far, sitting currently 7th in the NFL in rushing. He gives their offense really good flexibility because if he's gashing a defense, they can ride him to an early lead. But the defense sells out to stop him, that opens up their passing game.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, it's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive by what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that, that is really difficult to do.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Back to throw, Rudolph. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Jets at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
On second down, here's Rudolph. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Now Rudolph. Incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chaz Surratt coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Has his man. That's James.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Back on offense, New York. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now it's Rudolph. It's caught by Davis. So no gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco, and this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Tony's Giants tenure lasted less than a season and a half, but KC dealt for the former first-rounder. because they feel they can unlock his potential. And he looked pretty good there getting the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be caught by Tony. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. New York ready. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
And Ryan's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but on first down, Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Second down and 6 now. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Hall. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, a run with Hall. They juked him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going to look deep for Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Ryan. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the... And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Ryan on second down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They go play action now. Ryan. Catch is made by Hardman. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nicole Hardman, 72 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Zerline good with a PAT. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one, 41 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Mahomes going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. Pretty good game for him. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Look at the big fella go. And some space here. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 36 yards on the play.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home in that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll head out of bounds. Browns inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Hey, we could easily read his mind there. There's just no place to go. Tried to bounce it and get outside on the draw.
Yeah, but the defense wasn't thinking pass. They knew that they were running.
And I love the way that they cover.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out come the Chiefs now. A quick throw caught by Rice. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York set. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
That's the end of the
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. 2nd down and 8. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw here pulled in by Lazard. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And Ryan's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. James has got it, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes to throw once more. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And able to work his way down to the 16. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Play action. Ryan. And he fires one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanket.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.